All right, we're going to take a tour of the Master Money Broker website. Now, this site is different in the fact that it's one of our most expansive websites. It takes a global approach to financing versus a niche approach to financing. And it's pretty much was developed for massive marketing, which means there's not many types of transactions you can do. So let's get going here. Let me introduce this to you and give you a tour of it. You have a sales page, commercial loan programs. These are basically the real estate programs. And then it has the business programs, a program summary of the different programs. And this, as I said, is massive in terms of what you could actually do with it. All right. Now, that's the sales page. It's just the front page on it. Now, under the programs, we have all of the real estate programs that are included. And we have 2 business marketplace portals compared to 1, which means you are connected with 2 lenders instead of 1 lender. We've also included here the large project funding, and that's for transactions that are 50 million and above. Those are kind of like the project that's in this video that's playing on this page here. Then under the services, you have the free consulting, just as with the other sites, the loan packaging, the deal analysis, the LOI creation, and then we have a link here to a buyer site. It's built in here too, which means we can go here and actually market this site and actually put this in our links and drive traffic here to explain our acquisition program that's operating as a buyer. And as you notice, it's basically an entire site built into this site. It's pretty cool, right? Now, even though you have that, you have an application, even have a blog, and the purpose of the blog is to generate content from the search engines, so we can have an AI app that updates the content. And your blog looks like that. This is pretty much what it looks like. All right, it's pretty content heavy. And then of course we have the basic standard contact page. Okay, and under the resources, this is where we can offer subscriptions to brokers to submit deals. We require them to register, and in some cases we can structure it where they have to actually pay. All right, and to pick a niche, what they're going to do. And it has a membership plug-in that's running on it where you can have the brokers. For an example, you'll take free deals to submit projects to you from, say, $500,000 up to, and it's real estate, up to $2 million for free. Okay, but to submit a deal for $3 million up to $20 million, you have to have a paid premium subscription to submit those deals. And if you have deals that are above $20 million, you will have to upgrade to a different level. But that's what you can do with this, depending on whether you want to work with brokers or not. And you can monetize it if you choose to. Now, we also have here a training portion built in. And in here, you can do coaching. And the way that would work is you would do it under the training. In here would be the actual master classes in different topics that I've created. They will be included here. You can actually use those as products to sell to your beginners or partners. And we also have an apprenticeship program built in here. If you want to run that, you can. And we have a mentoring program. And the mentoring program is basically a joint venture, which means If I'm going to broker or co-broker a deal with you, then I'm going to assume certain things that you know what you're doing. If not, you're just going to hand deals to me, and a lot of people don't want to do that. They want someone to work with them. This apprenticeship, coaching, and mentoring programs under the training is a place where you can actually do that. All right. Now this site is, let's go back, take a closer look here. Now under the real estate programs, and notice it says programs and not loan programs. It says loan programs here, but here, these are programs. You have general financing terms. It's just educating people. It's the general stuff here. And then you have the types of the top property types that you do. And if you want to do certain types of properties only, then you would just remove this from it. Relatively easy to do. And the same with the real estate loans. All right. And of course, you see we have the applications integrated into each section. And here on the business loans, same thing here. You can drive them to the business site. And we'll look at those in a little bit. And you have the hard money loans also. And after they navigate through, see what they want, then they can actually either apply, call you, and get some, more information, or they can actually apply. They can just contact you via email or schedule a private consultation. All right. And when I said it's a massive site, it is. And this is basically a place for a person to tell us about their deals and what they're trying to do. All right. Now, you don't have to utilize all of these services, but in this mega site, you have it all in one. All right. So in the business financing, it's going to go to our business portal. Okay. It's just like the other. And it works pretty much the same way. So you have a business portal and a pre-qualifying app right here. Now the thing about this that's different from the other sites, when a person comes here, depending on what they choose, it's going to give you their name and email address and phone number and the amount of loan that they're looking for and the borrowing entity. So you're going to have the name of the borrower as well as the name of the individual, and that's for a reason. All right. So you have that here into the business portion. That's the first one. And we have a second business module. Now, the reason you want to use business loans and integrate them into your module is because they're fast and easy and they pay high points, and you want to scale it. And the way you do that is using the strategy that's outlined in the actual back office. Here's Lender 2. This is the portal. In other words, you can have your clients, so you can promote this portal or the other, or you can do both. You can have one that say does only equipment financing, and then your other portal, Lender, business lender, he does only operating capital. You can segment it out so you can work both of them at the same time. And that's why you have two of them. Now, so that gives you that. Now, this is a different animal, large project funding. Those are for projects 50 million and above. All right, large stuff, big stuff. And here we tell you what it is, how it works, the benefits of it, the documents you're going to need, transaction structure, the players in the game, and the items you need to actually begin playing. All right, so we have this here, and remember, these are the projects that actually start at 50 million and up. That's where they begin. Okay, so when you run across or decide you want to play this game with the large projects, you can. We encourage you to, let's work with you on it, because when you're dealing with a multi-million-dollar deal, $200-300 million. I'll give you an example. On a $400 million transaction, and you're getting 1%, that's $4 million in commissions. But we've been able to structure these deals with 2% and equity in the projects. All right. And when you have that much money on the line, you can't afford no oopsies. You screw it up. You don't want to be the one to kill your own deal. Okay. So it's a little different, and what we like to do is work with you on those types of projects. All right. Now, so that covers these. We buy properties here under the services. You have these two to remember, and you have the loan project, and you have the basic real estate deals. Under the services, you have sales pages for each of these, except the only difference on this under services is we are active buyers. Now, the way that works is, and it's explained in the back office, what we actually do. To do this, we simply make offers. And how do we make offers? We make the offers, and we can make them fast too. We make the offers here using this tool here. Okay? So that's what this is about. So you want to understand that process, and that's why this is here. So you'll know how to not just have a website, but have a strategy and a funnel and actual processes in place. All right. So as I said, it's a mega site. It could be a bit overkill for some, but if a person's not sure what they want to do and want to just do a one and done, then you would actually get you one of these sites. Now remember, this is a broker membership program here. You can have training, you can have courses, and you can sell them as part of the membership. So if we go back to the back office, here, this back office is just like the others, has the tools in here, and the strategies are pretty much outlined in here. All right. And one of the things that I encourage you to do is to remember we have weekly coaching comes with all of our sites, with all of our clients. And we simply follow the instructions. Now we're constantly adding new things to this site. And an example would be down here, where we're dealing with the large project funding, and you have the page that works there, and the strategies are here. The lenders are in here. I had second thoughts about it. I have them, but I'm not sure. That's when I realized we would much rather joint venture on this, is because the deals are too big to screw up. Okay. And the apprenticeship, if it's open, you apply. And if you have a deal and you want to work the deals, but you aren't comfortable working them by yourself, just remember you have the joint venture option here. We'll help you with any deal, and we just do a 50-50 split. All right. So that's the mega site, pretty much what's involved in it. And everything else is pretty standard. We'll do separate videos on the stuff here. The main thing over here you want to know about, the tool that you want to use is this. You got this tool for creating documents and making offers and discounting paper. That's what you have. And then here you have this tool for packaging, this tool for packaging and underwriting deals. All right. And that's pretty much what covers the mega site, our master money broker site. And that's what makes it a master site, is because of all of the things that it actually offers. All right. So if you are interested in one, just grab it. Prices are dynamic. They go up and down. But that's what's actually included in it. All right. Thanks for watching our video tour of the Professional Money Broker website. See you on the next video.